Here, if the Hawks Hecker wins the race to the puck, and he does get there ahead of Martin. And now we've got Spruill dropping the gloves behind the play with Tim. They're swinging away in the center circle. Spruill lost his helmet, but then the gambler that went down to a knee. We've got another couple of players having trouble getting untangled. Richardson dropping a glove, and that's drawing the attention of Giancarlo. Picked up by Lafleur, one-on-one against Phillips with a shot and a save by Slavic. And then Phillips and Lafleur get tangled up, and now Phillips drops the gloves and goes after Lafleur and wrestles him to the ice. Boy, this has got to be an aggressor penalty on Phillips. Lafleur never dropped his gloves, and Phillips went after him. And now Lafleur's going to drop the gloves with the gambler Samuelson. And Lafleur trying to land a right. Samuelson swinging away with the right. Lafleur looked like he got a jab, and Samuelson swung and missed. Now Lafleur knocks him to the ice, even though Samuelson ends up on top. They went down because of the big swing by Lafleur.
Karadiak to go, and sure enough they are. Reed Kahn, Ivan Karadiak giving the fans what they want. As Kahn on top of Karadiak.
He got into the zone and lost the puck, but Chicago does the same at the Saints line, and Dubuque will pick back up, and Locke will fight behind the play. It's Locke against Spagnuolo. Locke trying to get his right free. Spagnuolo just bear hugging Locke and tackles him to the ice. And Gavin Locke, who's back for year 2, trying to add a physical presence.
Uveldny, the two come together on the wall, while in the corner, Galanik going at it with the defenseman Vig. The helmet comes off, and now so do the gloves. It's Galanik and Vig. They make their way towards the middle of the ice, and here we go. Vig, a big body, Galanik, a big leader. They grab a hold of each other. Yet to throw a punch. Now Vig gets one. Galanik responds. Vig, some big right-handers over the top. Galanik loses the bucket, eats a punch, but stays invested in the fight. And the two separate, and the fans get to their feet.
Flushed down to the zone. Solomon near boards, backhands just behind the cage. As Oliver goes down, got a whack from Ingles, and a penalty coming up as Brown goes over and engages with Ingles. They'll push and shove. Harrington jumps in. Brown has removed the gloves, and he's hammering away rights at Ingles. Griffin Brown taking exception to Dashiell Oliver getting tripped up by Bryce Ingles. Ingles and Oliver were tangled up in front of the Stars net.
Youngstown goal for Ronan, assisted by Slies and Hanrahan at 6:54.
And we got a little something breaking down. Oh, there's a good takedown by Knutson. He's throwing some punches from his back at Monroe as the linesmen are in to break him up.
Looking, got a guy right out front, shot, never made it to the net. And we got some pushing and shoving after the whistle. We got a fight. Here goes the Buccaneers. Drop the glove. Number 25 for the Buccaneers going against number 7 or number 3 for the Tri-City Storm. A couple of right-handed shots. Another right-handed shot. That's a pretty good tilt here. Another right. They're standing up to each other. Helmets stay on. Right, left. Body shot by Tri-City Storms. And that's going to do it for the fight for the night.
Carries wide of the goal. Garrett back around to the left-hand side, back in behind the net now. As it's poked to the corner along the near board. Somebody got crunched into the boards behind the net. Puck back out front, centering pass. There go the gloves to the sticks. We got a fight going back behind the play. Ryder for Green Bay, or for Madison, and for the Rough Riders, I believe that's Carnelier. As they're taking turns throwing rights. There they get out to the ice.
in back. Johnson chases in the far corner, lays a huge reverse hit. He couldn't hold on to the puck. That's a good physical play by Kane Johnson, and Charlie Emmons is going to drop the gloves with Johnson. Johnson standing up to the task here. He'll throw some rights. Emmons throwing rights as well. Johnson gets a left in, and he's trying to tackle Johnson now, Emmons. But Johnson trying to work through it, and now they both go down. And Kane Johnson gets challenged there. He stood up to the test, I think.
Buck will get wrapped all the way around the boards as there's another hit there, and it's up to Tim in the neutral zone. Power play over 5-on-5 as there's another big hit by Macrina and Knutson. Oh, those two are going at it. Knutson with the left hook, and he brings down Macrina. Helmets flying, gloves flying, and players being pulled apart by the referees.
It over to Wilson, far side. Jack spun away from Bosco, but then knocked off the puck, fed up to the point. Grabbed by Orlowski into open ice, couldn't find Miller, but Ernst couldn't keep it in the zone, and oh, we got a fight! Bosco and Jack Wilson. Wilson lost his helmet. Wilson ripped down to the ice by Bosco. Neither one really landed any punches.
Brown gets it up. Here comes Lincoln. Gaining red and dumping it in. And now behind the play, we got a fight. Stars getting into it behind the play. It's Brady Sloper and Thomas Holtby, and Sloper taken down. Ding, ding, ding. That is a winner for Thomas Holtby.
Harassment continues between the two. Coring wants to go, and here we go. Nick Coring, already a goal tonight, now drops the gloves too. He stands up for himself and takes Tim down to the ice.
To turn by Tylik, puts one high off the glass. And this one ends up in front of the Buccaneer bench, picked up by Viviano into the offensive zone. Viviano goes across the side. Now we're going to have a fight behind the play. This is between Kroll and Waterloo's Mason. They circle back inside the Blackhawk line. Kroll grabs it. Mason's chin strap. Mason lost the helmet. Kroll jabbing at him. Now takes a right, swings and misses. Mason tries to come across with a right, and they both go down, with the linesman trying to get the two pulled apart just inside the Blackhawk blue line.
Selski wraps it near side. Trubicki bangs a body. Huge check made by Thomas Maroon right on the near side. No penalty on the play, though Hamilton wants to go, and here we go. Anthony Thomas Maroon, his first tilt here in the USHL. He squares off across from Jack Hamilton. Right inside the Youngstown slot, Hamilton goes over the top. Maroon responses and eats a couple right-handers, knocks Hamilton down to the ice. Thomas Maroon gets the fellas jumping on the bench.
Out of time, Musketeers win it 5-4 on the RP Constructors score. We got melee after the game, and we got more going on as there is a fight brewing between Sioux City and Sioux Falls. Now Sioux City going after it. Tomko takes his man down. Apparently didn't like the way this thing finished.
Line up for the Lumberjacks. Michigan natives. Trubicki off for Bergeron. Looking to work down towards the corner. It wouldn't go. But here's Bergeron at the blue line. We got a fight near side. It's Trubicki across from Berard. They grab a hold of each other. Both guys land a couple of punches. Trubicki, a big right-hander. Berard returns it, but Bix ends up on top. The Lumberjacks 1-0 on the win chart on the weekend. 2-0.
Trying to knock it free. It's ticked up there. Snyder gets shoved and taken down. He's slow to get up. They play on as Snyder is shook up, and now Holtby has dropped the gloves with Lee, and here we go. Holtby has him tied up, trying to swing him around, trying to get a right and a left. Lee trying to get back up. He does, and neither one landing a punch yet. Now Lee gets one on the top. Holtby coming back, takes him down. Into the offensive end. He's bumped off the puck. Montero takes his man down. Puck is played here along the near side. Montero gets hit right in the head. His helmet comes flying off. No call, and now the gloves are coming off as Vig is going with Weil. Weil gives a couple of rights to Vig. Vig coming back. Now Weil gets a couple on the right side. An uppercut there from Weil. He's staying right with them. Vig's helmet comes flying off. They're still going here. Vig trying to get a left. Weil's got a couple of uppercuts. Another shot takes him, and they separate.
Cranberry around the goal, turn, tuck this one home, and off the faceoff. We're going to drop the gloves here. Owen Boucher throwing a big right hand. Jackson Fox lost his helmet. Fox hammering away with the right hand. Big haymakers toward the back of Boucher, and then he gets behind him and takes him down.
Be able to make a play on it. Polak hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty on the Capitals. And now Prudhomme is going right after a Stars player after he committed the penalty. What is he doing? And now he's going after Janviria. He took off their gloves. Janviria didn't even take off his gloves. Lucas Prudhomme, the Quinnipiac commit, is going to go to the sin bin. Actually, he's going to leave the ice.
Swatted forward by Josefson Westling. Couldn't get out. Turned right back in behind the net. Doobie there as there's a tie-up behind the play, and they're going to drop the gloves. Josefson Westling and Tuminero. Josefson Westling throwing a right, then he stumbles, and it's split up there as he's still trying to knock down Tuminero. And the linesman trying to break that up, and Dante not going to back down from the challenge there.
The Zamboni doors, the pile just moves over with it. Still down on the ice. One of the riders down, one of the steel muscling him down, keeping him down with the stick. There's the cross-check penalty. Only it's going the other way around. Rough Riders going to get the retaliation, and now we got a fight behind the net. It's Siamos and Crowder going at it. Crowder with a couple of big overhead rights. Siamos trying to counter with a couple of lefts. There's now an uppercut there. Now there goes Siamos' helmet, and that'll get the linesman in there.
Drops it off, looking for a shot down low. It's going to be covered up by Feldbergs, and a big melee right away as Musket wanted to free up that puck, and now we got a fight. And this is going to be Musket going to battle. It is a couple cross. Musket without a helmet. Uppercut comes across again. Musket coming out strong. A good right cross again. Musket uppercut, right cross. Got him again. Now Musket takes a couple on the side of the head. He comes right back at it. We got him out. Here's Musket, uppercut, and looking to grip it up, and I think we might be done. Musket setting the tone.
Pass ahead was looking for Simpson, but ricocheted into the Green Bay end by Natussel. Holding the line was Berard and threw a nice hit on Maceo Phillips. And they're going to drop the gloves. They're going to go. Couple of Phillips, 6'6" and 234, and Berard takes him down. Brody Berard. And it over near side for Thompson. Braden knocked down hard off the puck by Knutson. Around to the far side for Tim, and Rusinski is going to go with Knutson. They lock. Rusinski uppercut, jab, haymaker, Quick jab, another haymaker by Rusinski. Knutson not really throwing punches. Now he'll get one away. Rusinski has been a headlock. Rue lost his helmet. Big uppercut from Knutson. Haymaker from Rusinski doesn't connect. Rue rips him down, and the linesmen come in to separate.
And the Herd lead by 4. Play goal! Scored by number 2, Brent Solomon. Oh, here we go. We're going to drop the gloves. Kroll going at it with Weil. Weil's got him tied up, kicks him. Weil's helmet is off. He tries to defend himself with the right, comes back. Kroll trying a couple uppercuts down the side of his head. They're still tied up, and now Weil will take him down to the ice. And fans on their feet here. 8 ahead here by Montero. Montero gets hit hard along the wall there, and a penalty for boarding coming up. And now we're dropping the glove. Sorensen's going to go at it. He's got it with Horry. Sorensen takes a left. He comes back with a right. Sorensen waiting another couple of shots. Gets back up. They interject to the linesman, still trying to go at it. And they jump in on Sorensen, trying to breaking him off. And separate with 7:14 to go here.
Boards. Burzkol's not giving up on it there. Overskated it though. And coming to pick it up. It was Christ for a moment. He lost it just as quickly. Jackson Schneider hands it off to Brock Schultz. We got a fight behind the play. Burzkol's and Harris dropping the gloves as they circle in the corner at the left of Saleko. Both trying to get shots, and Burzkol's going over the top. May have hit Harris in the back of the helmet. And now tries an uppercut, but not landing much. Now throws off Harris's helmet as the linesmen go to get in between the two. 6:29 to go in the second.
Front, comes back up to the far side for Tepley. One-time shot deflects high off the mask of Menard and out of play. And now a drop of the gloves right in front. Musket and Eichler going right at it. Eichler, couple of shots. Rights being thrown back and forth right in the slot. Eichler, big right hand. Musket swinging wildly, and Eichler wins the takedown.
Here comes the Anderson-Musket-Bailey line now. Big check applied by here comes the fight. He's going to take off his helmet, and Max Anderson is going to go battle with Sloper. He comes across roundhouse, he misses, and he piles on top of him. And we got a lot of energy coming out of that one.
Samper looking to chase it down, but he won't be able to. A Sioux Falls Stampede player is down. And Fargo has a chance to take advantage, but they're going to call a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a fight. I stand corrected. McNamara throwing punches with Dane Sorensen, and Sorensen's going to bring him down, but McNamara gets back up. They separate.
Off the face-off. It is controlled. Marchenko fires it all the way down. That'll take care of what's remaining of this power play. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Wade Weil, here comes Marchenko again. He's ready to play the feud. Marchenko mixing it up with one of these Sioux Falls skaters, mixing it up with Thomas Holtby. Right hand by Holtby. Marchenko gets a couple of rights in. Another right in. Here's a right by Holtby. Comes up high. Another shot with the right hand by Holtby. Marchenko gets a couple of shots in towards the back of the head, and the officials will finally be separated.
Side. Flared back out into the neutral ice area. Fired down into the Rough Rider end of the rink. And we got a fight back out at neutral. Emmons going toe-to-toe with Mullane. They back up to the blue line. Mullane a couple of overhead rights. Emmons slits up a couple of rights of his own in. As they got each other tied, Mullane winds up and lands a couple to the helmet. As they continue to wrestle more than fight right now, and I think the linesmen are about to go in and break them off.
Buccaneers offensive side of the ice. Zielinski with it, fires it, just goes wide.
We got to fight over here, Tony.
And we got to fight at center ice. Murray with it for the Blackhawks. I'm trying to see who it is for the Buccaneers. And it looks like number 5 for the Buccaneers, Randall.
Wall, and Wallen trying to clear it. He does. Lays loose at center, picked back up. We're going to have a penalty off the play behind the puck with a Buccaneer Deladonna knockdown. Vikla dropping the gloves, grappling at center, and now wrestling Kiss to the ice as the linesmen get between them with just over 5 minutes left.
Cameron with a big stop on Samuelson. Gambler's starting to throw some bodies around, and now the gloves are down, and we've got fisticuffs. Colchin takes down Minor at the blue line. Drop pass, oh, that's dangerous. Save, and another one there. Big stops by Slavic. Oh, but there's a penalty coming up on Phillips, and he just cross-checked in the face, drops the glove, and Phillips gets into it. And Phillips. Immense. Cedar Rapids back with it, Bosco. And Fox and Convoy are gonna go. Fox and Convoy squaring up. Fox in with a right, he misses, there's a right by Convoy. And the officials are in to break it up when Fox went to the ice. Convoy still trying to get at Fox. And Fox still.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Hey, there comes another chance. We got one rung off the post, but a fight back at neutral ice. Emmons going at it with O'Malley in front of the Gambler player bench. No clear advantage here. It's just a tie-up and some headlocks.
Moves away from Izrailov, works it over far side on the backhand. A shot shut down. Okavita couldn't quite get it out of the zone. And now we've got a scrap on the ice. Ryder Reynolds is going to drop the gloves against Travis Poliski. They're going to bring it up to center ice. Reynolds dropping them and trying to give the Lancers some momentum. Poliski right next to him as Reynolds shakes his fingers. And here we go, waiting for that first punch. As they have not grabbed jerseys, Poliski tried one. Now Reynolds trying to reach for him. Poliski hammering away with a couple of lefts. Reynolds got one early, has to absorb a few now as both of them go at each other. Now the mask of Poliski off. He will get the takedown. And this fight comes to a conclusion.
Win, they'll lift that one high in the neutral. Cunningham tried to keep it in front of him. It'll come loose to Eichler, and Cunningham is down on the ice. He took a hit up high. Now Kohanski sidesteps in on side. He's hit by Holtby, and now Eichler is just going to jump Holtby. Eichler dropped the gloves and just jumped him. That's, I think, is going to end up being coincidental. So what I think Lincoln would have had a power play, it's going to end up being 4-on-4. Sioux Falls wins the ensuing draw, and now Kaderna drops the glove, and now he's going to get a penalty because he just jumped a guy. 30 to go on the power play. Now Lincoln playing 5-on-4. Zoko in front. Big save made by Menard, and then he is barreled into, and Kohanski going after a man. Prushek drops the glove. Here we go behind the dish. And now Wright being thrown by Zoko at a down Prushek. And he'll be told to leave the ice.
Back to full strength we go. Lancers with the puck. Vig steering it into the neutral zone, and now a fight breaks out. Tim and Karen getting into it. Right in front of Devin Shaker. Karen trying to get the right hand free. Tim has him wrapped up. Karen trying to pull his right hand loose. Tim is able to come in, shoving away at the helmet, trying to knock it off. Karen comes free, gets a right in, another attempt, misses. Couple of undercuts from Tim, trying to grab at him with the left hand. Karen gets a swing in late and gets the takedown.
Or down on the ice surface, knocked away to the corner, picked up by the Lumberjacks. And now the Riders take it away, clear it out. Graff turns and brings it ahead. And there's the fight back behind the scenes. It is Fenton and it is Sanderson going at it. Sanderson with the right, misses with the roundhouse, and then a couple of quick shots from Menz takes them to the ice.
But they want fresh legs out there.
You know, you don't want to get in penalty trouble here because Omaha will pull the goal.
Yep. And what do we got? A fight in front of right in front of the bench area. And we got a pile up there. That's going to be Bailey for Sioux City. And he's got him down, and now he's on top. That's Bailey and Reynolds. Now, I mentioned those two guys because I mentioned those two guys earlier.
Yeah.
And Bailey's got a big smile.
Chicago now with it. Oh, and now Tim and Tamanaro out of the box, and there they go. A couple of rights from Tamanaro. Tim struggles back up. He got a shot in, and now they're going to be separated. Halfway through the third. Muscat offside. He was well in, and now O'Malley and Tim and Muscat. And here come the Musketeers, the defensive Muscat. Tim all tied up in the corner, and we have a fracas in the corner with 15:43 to play in the second period. Muscat got double teamed, and the guys in the green jerseys came right to his defense. Meanwhile, in behind the net and in front of the net now, Butin and Martin are getting the gloves up, and we got a goalie fight. Shea and Enriquez! Enriquez! Oh my! First, Sioux City's going to get extra attacker on. Thorne to the bench. Sticks up for Butin and Knutson. And Knutson and Butin are going to go now. And the linesmen are going to separate them. Knutson
knocks him to the ice. Melvin Novotny again. McCready, heavy check. Arm the official stays down somehow, and here we go. Thomas Maroon and McCready. Thomas Maroon takes him down, protecting his guy and having his back.
Intercepted it, leads the rush into the Blackhawk zone. The defenseman knocked off balance with a check by Schneider. And then Poliski took a run at the Blackhawks. And now we got a scrap here between Schneider and Muscat. As Muscat swinging away at Schneider, lands a couple of them. Schneider not giving up on it though. Now he grabs a couple of lefts into Muscat's chin. Muscat still swinging away as they grapple and eventually go down. Boy, it looked like Muscat was going to win that fight, but Schneider didn't give up on it, and he landed a couple of short lefts at the end of it.
On the offensive zone. Already down there up that far side, it's Schultz to neutral ice. Behind the plate, Cooper Snee going at it with Dane Sorensen, the extra forward. Snee with a big heavy right, but now he's getting it from Sorensen. The red hair flying from Sorensen. Sorensen's trying to drag the helmet off as Snee and Sorensen still going after one another. Snee has his jersey dragged over his head, but the two give each other a good scrap there with 14:28 to go.
Well, Mark's a great guy, the Usher Mark. Was an Ivy League product. Oh boy, we got a scrap. Spagnuolo dropping the mitts right now with Knutson. Oh goodness, Nick Knutson, Chicago's finest. Knutson 3 right. Spagnuolo answers with 5 and 6 of them. Spagnuolo, he's going to Pound Town left and right. Oh, Knutson responds. Spagnuolo going to Pound Town, cranking rights. 3 and 4 of them. Knutson Spagnuolo still on their feet. Spagnuolo, a couple rights. And Spagnuolo some lefts. Love it.
The connection, right side, Cottingham. Cottingham and Bucks looking for some zone pressure. Haven't had a lot opportunities. It goes in on net, covered up by Fickthorn, and we got a little extra going on after the play. Now we got a fight. Martineau is going to battle. It happened quickly. Deladonna trying to cheer on his team as he heads over to the locker room, and now Pavel, he was going to head to the penalty box, but he can head to the locker room right now. They'll get 5 and 10s.
Working his way to the far corner. Roloff tied up there with the Muskegon player down low, and Stewart, who went down, almost got contact in the head area. Now he's really going hard on Roloff, who will just grab him. Now the gloves are off, and we got a fight. Stewart and Roloff, both number 71. Roloff, several hard rights, goes down hard to the ice. They still want to keep going. The linesman get in there. That's the most spirited bout.
Touch for Pedersen. Saucer feed is going to be kept in on side. They'll try to go low. Able to kick it loose is Pedersen. Good job by him. Speeds Aiden Jans forward, but he coughed the puck up. Penalty upcoming here on the Fighting Saints. Stars play it low, and now behind the play, Eichler getting into it. And now they're going to drop the gloves in front of Menard. Eichler going at it with Melvin Ekman right in the high slot. Ekman trying to work the right arm free. Eichler gets a left in there. And now they're going to try to tussle. Eichler with a couple of lefts to the back of the head of Ekman. Now a couple of uppercuts. Eichler takes him down.
Control of the faceoff. Gould to the boards on the right wing side. Luke Gary. Then for Gavin Gary. Tried to center. The pass was blocked by Brady. And goes into the corner. Brady collides there with Gavin Gary. The Hawks get the puck and try to clear it. Now there's a Musketeer takes a run at Brady. And that may have been a mistake for Anderson, who lost his helmet as Brady is jabbing away at him and knocks Anderson to the ice, and the linesmen go to get between the two. Fed in front, and Sioux City with a chance for View that missed the net, and now View runs over a Blackhawk, and now Schneider takes a run at View. Just as the penalty time was ending, we've got View swinging away with Schneider. View's lost his helmet, and Schneider jabbing at him with the left. View comes across over the shoulder of a linesman to try to get back at Schneider. 2:55 to go in the second.
For the Bucks. D. St. Hubert out there too for the Buccaneers. Kroll and Davenport on the penalty kill unit for the Buccaneers. 123 of the penalty kill. Davenport picks it off the end boards. Tough time control of the puck. Gets it back to Kroll. And the Tri-City Storm player just ran into the Buccaneer player and took him out. And we have a 5-on-5. Everybody's dropping the gloves. And our goalie is down, and now we got a fight. We got multiple fights out there. I can't keep track of who all is fighting. Number 13 for the Buccaneers. G. St. Hubert is the one that dropped the gloves first. Kroll's got a guy tied up off the end boards. Our goalie skates to the bench, and he might be leaving. He's talking to the trainer. 93 for the Storm.
Deep. His teammate going in. Poliski lays in a big check, trying to track it down, and now we got a fight, and it's going to be Poliski, and we got a battle. And they got a couple across. Poliski is a strong dude. Uppercut. He's going to take him down, and so we're getting it all tonight. We got
Viviano shoots off the post and then underneath Gerlich, then it comes free along the end boards. It was underneath him just outside the frame of the net. Now we're going to have a scrap here between Mason and Kroll as they circle up near the neutral zone and now all the way back to the Blackhawk line after they drop the gloves at the other end of the rink. And now a short left by Mason. Kroll trying to answer. Mason gets in her right. Kroll lost balance for a moment, but now back to his feet. Mason jabbed at him. Kroll not giving up on it. They both go down as Kroll grabs a hold of Mason by the jersey. And the two give each other a
Punch 3-on-2 across the line. Got a little something going behind the net. Behind the play, Wooten is going to throw down. It's Wooten and Baird Gaidos. And Wooten with a right. Baird Gaidos comes in with a couple of rights. Uppercut, overhand right from Wooten, and down they both go.
Now Bergeron, taken away by Boucher. First shift since his 2-10 for boarding, and now Blanchard's going to make him pay for it. Boucher and Blanchard, they come to the neutral zone. Just in front of the Cedar Rapids bench, we come together. Boucher strikes first, Blanchard responds. Two guys over the top. Boucher an uppercut. Blanchard starts throwing the rights. Boucher responds. And the officials soon will come in. Blanchard wants to get a couple more in before they do. Corner, taken away by Jake Stewart. Pop down behind the net. Emmons and Lawrence come together. Charlie Emmons to the far side wall. Thomas Maroon and Piercy. They'll drop the gloves. Big haymakers from ATM over the right. Continues to throw them onto Piercy, who tries to get his bearings. Thomas Maroon throws some more and knocks him down to the ice. And that's some Muskegon Fury hockey right there.
Buccaneers with it on the far side, send it length of the ice. We got some pushing and shoving on the far side. Phillips. And he took a swing at one of the Buccaneer players, and he can't fight. He's going to be suspended. And Phillips is going at it. He dropped the glove.
Free by Omaha. Wild takes his man down. The puck is played, and it's knocked away. Another one, and now they're dropping the gloves with 3:45 to go. Here comes Weil, and he's dropping it with Harrison. And Weil's got him tied up here, looking a couple of rights. Harrison trying to get one. Weil's got him. He will try to pull back here with a right. It's Sading delivers a right, and now an upper. Another uppercut, comes back with a left. Tied up, Harrison trying to get a shot. Weil still got him. He will get a couple of shots, and down he goes.
Jack Chris, 11th goal of the season, 23rd point. How about a huge hit from JSD? He's going to have to drop the gloves. Here we go. No lull here. Couple of uppercuts from JSD. Don't drop the gloves with 8. You're going to regret it. It's picked up. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got two fights going on. Stewart and Emmons, Sanderson and Young. Look at the M-Live replay. We got the end of the Stewart-Emmons fight. This is where the production company makes their money. You got to get all the angles you can.
Yep.
Drew Stewart. Emmons went after Stewart earlier in the shift. Drew, I'm sure, was not too thrilled about it.
No.
Liberty banking it out to neutral ice. Waterfield, a touch pass, got it to DeGraff, carries up the ice with Lynch, now drops it to the trailer. Liberty shoots, it's deflected and goes over the end glass, and then DeGraff goes into the net, and there's Morgan pulling off his helmet as DeGraff tried to get up. He just yanked the helmet right off of DeGraff. Now Morgan dropping the gloves with Lynch. Lynch lands all right, comes across with another. An uppercut try by Morgan, who's now lost his helmet. Lynch drops his off, and now Morgan wrestled down to a knee, gets back up, but Lynch jabbing at him as they get caught up along the end boards behind the Omaha net. Now a right hand from Lynch as he wraps up Morgan around the shoulders. It looks like Morgan's had enough, and the linesman get in between.
Big check there by Cunningham, now being gone after by Ernowine. And they're going to drop the gloves right there. Cunningham and Ernowine right in front of the boards. Ernowine and Cunningham unleashing rights. Cunningham takes him down. This is going to be a hand pass on the Stars as Loomer takes a hit there from Roloff. after the whistle. Now Pelletier mixing it up, and Pelletier's just taken down by Kozak, and Brown going right after, and we got a fight right there. Brown just goes after Yelm. He's hitting him a couple times. Right hand uppercut by Brown. Yelm going after him, and Brown drops him. Ding, ding, ding. That's a winner for Griffin Brown.
Shot of this middle frame. Puck finally comes free of the corner, and a big hit by the Buccaneers, and going down. And Cade de Saint-Hubert has to defend himself against Mate Tepley. Both of them have their gloves off. Tepley got off balance and goes down. Oh, and back at center ice, Zidlichki and Berard are going to go. Zidlichki with the right, Berard takes him down immediately, throws a couple of punches with him down on the ice. These two spent training camp together as Zidlichki was traded on the eve of the season to the Buccaneers.
Trying to get back to it. View there for Sioux City. Gets hit hard along the wall. And the puck picked up by the Hurt. We got a drop of the gloves. Here we go. A couple of rights here. Manasaw and a takedown by the Musketeers. A couple of shots each. As Tomko still trying to go after him. After the whistle.
Long pass, a little off, and now looking to play it the other way. We got a fight going. Here is Poliski and DeGraff. Poliski, DeGraff. Oh, what a big crack. He got him, and he got him down. Poliski, what a guy. And now after the play.
Sorensen to Browdy, fires off a stick of Kanedan. Goes wide, Kanedan wins a battle, and they're going to call a penalty for winning. And now Holtby has dropped the gloves, and Holtby's going here with Sloper. Holtby grabbing Sloper, delivers a right, another right, has him on the knee and takes him down. As
near corner, down to 45 to play in period number one for a great start tonight for the home team. Oh no, we gotta go, we're going, we got a brawl. That's Lucas Prodhoom and Cole Tumarin, and they are swinging. And now the officials say we've had enough. The crowd loved that one.
Saints back into the zone offside with 35.1 to go, and now Mass after the whistle. I think Merrill might be headed back to the box, and now Merrill's going to fight with Weil. Teddy Merrill, first of the year for him. He's trying to grab on with the left hand. He's throwing rights. Now his helmet's knocked off, and they're both throwing rights. They both land a couple. Weil and Merrill now tied up in headlocks, and they'll be separated inside the Saints' end. Teddy Merrill now.
Rooney absolutely demolished. And now we're going to go. Spagnuolo wants to go. A couple rights with Zemlicka. Spagnuolo show. Zach with 5. Just exchanging right now. Zemlicka takes him down. Give me more. I want a rematch there. That was fabulous.
Sends a corner shot in towards the net. It was waffled away by Shea. Now in behind the play, Nelson trying to converge on some puck battles. Tomko getting past one man. Star's able to swipe it away. Dueling behind the play. There's a fight developing behind the play. Going at it is Malkasian. Sioux City's guy has the gloves off. Malkasian hasn't even taken it down. And then now as well, D'Alessandro, that's Olsen, that took down the linesman. Malkasian saying he didn't even take the gloves off. Holds possession, spins it forward for Vandertop. Stars bring it up north. Behind the play, Eichler and Anderson are dropping the gloves, and they're going to go at it at center ice. Eichler and Anderson squaring off.
sizing each other up. Anderson with a couple of rights. Eichler throwing lefts. Couple of lefts by Eichler. Anderson with a couple of rights. Going back and forth. It's fight night at the icebox. Eichler and Anderson tagging each other. Eichler, Anderson, they will be separated. What a battle here tonight in Lincoln. Now Anderson still throwing at Eichler after the play, still unleashing rights on him. Eichler's got his jersey off, and now he's going after Anderson.
Force back in behind the net, and we got a fight behind the play. Cornelli going at it along with Zuzek. They get out, get back up, but the linesmen are going to get in and separate them.
Line, and the puck is played behind the Gambler net. They'll flip it to center and clear it out of the zone. Oh, here we got a drop of the gloves. Holtby has dropped the gloves here, and both players fall down. Not much able to go of it there, as it got tangled up in the corner. Back behind the net, O'Sullivan flipped to the far wall. Sorensen a big hit along the boards. Down as a player, and down come the gloves. Here we go. Sorensen's going to drop him. 2 fights in 1 game. He's got Nick Knutson, and Sorensen gives him a right. He's got him on the back now. Comes back on the left. Knutson delivers a blow. Sorensen's helmet flies off. Sorensen still got him tied up. He'll try to spin around. There's some blood on the ice, and down they go. As for some Thursday night hockey, Wade Wiles got a few words as well. There's a trail of blood here.
In the middle of that change with 3 to play in the second. Big hit in center. Brooks and Merrill in the neutral zone. Brooks dropped his gloves. Now Merrill will, and they are fighting as the Saints captain getting taken into this bout as Brooks jabs a couple lefts, then Merrill throws a right, and his second attempt, they go down. And Merrill didn't want that fight, it didn't seem. Now Teddy, with 2:37 left in the second, has to sit for 15 minutes. The blue line, Gertis, shot, blocked by the Saints, rolls up in the air, and Humbalik reaches up and snares it with the right hand. 7.3 left, and now another fight. Doobie throwing punches in the corner wall against Ryder. Doobie throwing rights, Ryder a couple uppercuts. They end up against the wall, and Ryder throwing rights again. Doobie just holding it off and then tackling Ryder to the ice. So that's the second fight of this period.
Got a Lancer player down right in front of the referee, and not going to get anything called here. Now we got a fight on the far left-hand side. And the Buccaneers, Corey dropped the gloves with number 20 for the Omaha Lancers. Down into the Buccaneer defensive side of the ice. Hard hit on the half boards, and Davenport, I think Davenport wants to go. Come on, here we go. Davenport drops the glove. And Spencer for the Lancers, left and right. Davenport getting the worst of it. And everybody's gonna skate away here.
Zone entry for Lincoln, pinned up by Thompson, having a stick held on to. Murphy takes a hit from Kohanski. Penalty upcoming here on Kate Kohanski. That might be a 5. Now Kohanski and Rusinski going at it right in front of the boards. Kohanski and Rusinski, a couple of rights by Kate Kohanski. Rusinski with a right in front of the Zamboni tunnel. Kohanski with another right, trying to drop Rusinski. An uppercut, Rusinski with a right, and they'll be separated.
Fargo scored first last night. They score first tonight. And kind of the same trend tonight, and now we can have a fight. Gloves are dropping. Simnowski throwing vicious right hands. He dropped Prudhomme to the ice, and Prudhomme gets back up. Wyatt Simnowski.
Up high to save by Feldbergs. He holds on. Timeout here on the ice. 14-12 to go in the first. Oh, hold on. We're dropping the gloves. And Weil trying to go after St. Hubert. They're trying to hold him back. They can, and here they go. And Weil takes a tumble. Hubert, he lost an edge on the skate, sends it down. And it's a quick one. Puck is dropped in period number 2 underway, and we've got a drop of the gloves. Holtby is going at it here and giving it to Jason Davenport, who goes down. The officials come in and tackle both of them to the ice. Holtby is not giving up on Davenport. Right off the face-offs.
Tuminaro gets a piece. Tuminaro check from behind. Bloomer goes down. He doesn't like it. Those two sprawl, and they're going to go. Let's go. Tuminaro 3 lefts. Takes the rights to town. Tuminaro keeps going to town. In a huge answer, but Tuminaro absolutely throttles Bloomer down. Oh, my.
The Hawks Callaway, Dianovich trying to chase it down. Sasaki put a body into him. And now Zemlichka hit by Tim. Hawks get the puck back, and we're going to have a penalty against Zemlichka, and he and Tim are going to drop the gloves. They circle near the Blackhawk blue line, couple of big bodies. They reach for each other. Zemlichka tries to land a short right, but maybe got Tim's ear. Tim swings and misses. Tim trying to land a left while he grabs the jersey. Zemlichka jabbing. Tim tries to come across with the right hand. He misses. And now a short right hand from Zemlichka as they grapple again. Zemlichka loses his helmet. Tim takes a big swing and misses. Zemlichka missed. Tim tried an uppercut and couldn't land it. May have caught Zemlichka with an elbow. Now has his left hand free, and Tim couldn't land that very well as he had his jersey pulled up on him. A lot of swinging.
Go in the first.
Yeah, but the few and far between shots has been...
Here we go. It's Amico. His first fight as a lumberjack. Geiger, his counterpart. Make that Poliskin. Amico, a couple of heavy right-handers, and that'll get the crowd buzzing. Flips it across the way. Here's Trey Jeffress. Up to the blue line. It's sent back down by Olsen, but forced out by Clares. Now Thomas Maroon and Olsen going at it with each other. Gloves come off. Here we go. Second of the night. Thomas Maroon dragging Olsen to center ice. Both guys throw a couple of right-handers. Thomas Maroon knocked down to his knees. Well, we're tied at 1 apiece, Ryan.
Three-3 or score. And Lincoln is going to ice this puck. Penalty upcoming here on the force, and now Hirschfeld going after Lofgren. We're going to drop the gloves. It's Lofgren and Young right in front of the net of Rennick. Lofgren and Young sizing each other. Lofgren with a couple of rights into the head of Young. Young has his helmet torn off. They're going to have to end it now as Lofgren has been the only one to get rights away. Young dropping a couple of rights. Now Lofgren going away at Young. Young with the right hand. He goes it free. He's going to put him into the wall. Now Lofgren still going away at rights. Young going at it right in front of the net, and they're going to break him up here tonight in Lincoln.
Down trying to get to the puck, play to the far wall. Shot here and a blocker save is made. And now Weil and Zugig getting to it in front of the goal. They're going to drop the gloves. Here we go. Wade Weil with Zugig. A couple of rights here as Weil's got it pinned along the glass. Gets a right, another one. Twists him around, holding on to it, delivers to the back of the head. Zugig's helmet flies off and down he goes.
Goes Far side to Zoko, back to Solomon, and whistles a shot. That one deflected wide, and then Menard is bowled into. Penalty is upcoming here on Sioux Falls, as he's just laying on top of Menard right now. And now Loomer going away at it behind the net on Grimes. Those two are chucking rights right now. Loomer and Grimes throwing away in behind the net. Loomer has his helmet ripped off. Grimes takes him down. They're still trying to go after it as Menard trying to work his way back up to his feet. About something. See, Feldberg's kind of get ran into by Corton there. That was a penalty that they called initially. So it'll definitely be goalie interference on Corton. Now they're reviewing it. As Corton kind of just laid a body check into Feldberg. That's where it all started. As we have already had a lot of penalties in this game.
Body, now Christ comes in with a hit. Lancers bench wanted a penalty. As now we're going to have a fight near board side. Jack Christ is getting into it up against the near wall with Ferry Natuso. After a big hit applied by Christ a moment ago, Natuso took him to task.
In the first period, Convoy is going to be a big part of any playoff run the Gamblers have, Scott.
Yeah, playing very, very well right now. Good position with Wooten as well.
Oh, and we got
right away.
Throw down early. Speaking of Gunnar Convoy, he is all tied up down there with Prudhomme, and they are left arm of Convoy is in an arm bar, and now here comes a couple of rights, and there's a big right from Gunnar Convoy. Rights from Prudhomme, overhand right from Prudhomme with the helmet off, and the lines runner to separate them as we have
push down the ice. Here we go. Sanderson is going to go at it. His counterpart, Brady Sloper, just inside the Lincoln blue line. Sloper misses on a big right-hander. Sanderson takes advantage of the opening. Sloper back up to his feet, but not for long. Sanderson knocks him back down to the ice.
Out there for the Bucks on the defensive side. Ori and Corey on the defensive side. Sioux City wins the faceoff. They draw it to the far side. Try to chip it up. Oh, we got a fight right off the bat, center ice. Corey's going to go after number 18, Anderson. And we're going to do a dance at center ice. And here we go. Left and right. Sioux City connects. Anderson connects, drops Corey to his knees and punches him right in the face. And Mickle on that right side. Oh, we got another fight. We're going to go again. Holy buckets, guys. Here we go. Polinsky there for Sioux City. Mickle for the Bucks. And Sioux City left and right in the face. Oh boy, the Bucks with a tough one there.
Made by Will, and then he's ran into. Whistle blows, and Carlson will have some words for Prowse. And now going after it is Hirschfeld, raining rights on Howard, as Howard doesn't have the gloves on. Hirschfeld will probably get a suspension for that, too.
Yeah, the face-off won by Sioux Falls. Here comes the fight. It is Weil and Bailey. And they're looking right by Bailey. Takes the left, got him in the helmet, crosses over. Weil comes back with one. Saw that one coming. And now across the head, another shot, taking one back, and they hit the ice. Weil still wants to continue right now as they're trying to hold them apart.
Control of it there as Roosevelt brings it out into the neutral ice area. Gets it across the blue line and gets knocked down as he comes trying to come in after it. And there go the hit and the gloves. It's Fox and Phillips. They got each other tied up. Fox, a big right hand, couple of jabs there from Phillips in the Rough Rider zone. Trying to get it loose here. Fox with his right arm tied up a little bit, gets a couple of shots in. As now Phillips with a couple of overheads gets him down to the ice, and that'll get the linesman in to break it up. Picks it back up at neutral, brings it in. Wooten 1-on-3, carries it down into the corner, back behind the net. Went for the short side. The save is made by Skidmore. Hill trapping it. No, there's a goal. And now we got a scrub behind the net. Another fight off on the side. This is Conboy going at it for the Gamblers. And I did not see who the Rough Rider player was. We'll find that out in a moment. It's Lucas. Sticked away by Skidmore, cleared back off to the left-hand side. Gamblers have it at neutral, broken up there momentarily. Now Riders pick it back up. Penalty coming up on Green Bay. As Miner circles back in his own zone, Riders get the extra attacker on. As they turn and start out of their own zone, pass comes back now. Graff will turn and bring it ahead. Forget that, we got another fight. This time it is Bosco going at it with Cruz Martin, and Bosco takes it down with a couple of quick rights. And the linesmen get in and separate them. End of the rink, the race is on. And they're going to call icing. And now we got a little pushing man, and there go Corneli and Wooten again. In the circle to the right of the Green Bay goal. Corneli with a couple of big overheads. Wooten counters with the right of his own. As Wooten doesn't have his helmet on anymore. Corneli trying to pull his jersey over his head. There's a couple of glancing shots as they continue to go at it right in the circle. Finally, the linesman decided these guys have punched themselves out to get in to break them up. Now comes back out front. Trying to cut in front was McKinney. Knocked off his stick at the last second. Riders cleared out to neutral. And one of the Riders gets flattened. And here we go. Musa's in a fight along with Harris. Harris gets him down on the ice with a couple of roundhouses. Linesmen get in to break it up.
Boards, they'll play it out to center ice. Susetti, that was a check right to the face, and Susetti's going to take exception to that one. And the Musketeers, we got a fight. Lenny Geiger, he comes across, takes one, looking again. We'll go again back and forth. Geiger defending his teammate. Oh, he got a good crack in once again. Got him again, got him again. Lenny does the job.
Out to center for Boost, and now Murphy. Carter gains the blue line and chips it deep as Sasaki and Ekman tangle at the blue line. And we're going to have a fight. The gloves are off. Sasaki and Ekman, as Ekman gets on top of him and takes down Sasaki. Really more of a hugging match than a fight. As Will, I don't know about you, I didn't see a single punch.
In the game, being able to give back. Here we go, fisticuffs, Jackson Crowder and Brody Berard right now at center ice. Crowder trying to come in. They exchange rights from Pound Town. Crowder, Berard getting a few in, and Pound Town going to Pound Town. Crowder, a few rights, and Crowder, 3, trying to bring him down. Berard still on his feet responding. Crowder still trying to go to Pound Town. Crowder keeps on clocking away. And Crowder taking the rights back from Berard. Crowder still on his feet, incredibly, as both of these men cannot go down.
To St. Hubert, struggling to settle down that puck, and sniping and scoring is Cannon Thibodeau. And now we're getting a scrap at center ice as Stanius is getting into it. Jack Stanius and Carson Scott. Scott tossed aside his helmet as he and Stanius are jaw to jaw right after the goal was scored, and they continue to yell at each other right in front of the Omaha bench.
keeping the shifts short. Short shifts are usually good shifts in hockey. Right point, the shot knocked down by Sam Peckham. We've got a battle behind the play. This is Martinuk and Toby Carlson. Tyler Martinuk and Toby Carlson.
Kazda bumped off the puck by Harris. And I said it earlier, well, didn't say the full quote, but you know, good teams find a way to win. Blank teams find a way to what? And we have extras here. Harris and Tuminaro just take it out. Grand Theft Tuminaro going to pound town on Harris. Well, Tuminaro losing his temper. Referees have Panda's struggling to break it up. Tuminaro still wants to go with Harris. As the Pandas impede Kemps as Grand Theft Tuminaro throwing the helmet. He can't take it anymore.
Only a 1-goal lead, though. Jackson Root on the tally. Beautiful feed by Vandertop in low. Behind the net. Just kind of blindly centered it. And Root was right there for the tap-in. Lincoln trying to get it back out. Here comes Samuel Marine. And behind the play, we've got some fracases developing. Here's Brownhausen. Pelletier along the left wing as those two just going at it behind the play. And we've got gloves being dropped. Sauer throwing a couple of rights. Going at it is Azadorian as well. As Ibsen takes a tumble in his own offensive end. And now we've got a scrap at center ice. Here's Sauer going at it right at center. He's got Harris. Sauer raining rights down on Harris. We've got a good one tonight in Lincoln. Hey, batter. Sauer swinging with rights. It's opening day yesterday. It's the heart of fight season here at the Icebox. Sauer and Harris unleashing rights. Sauer without his helmet, throwing a couple of rights. They separate them. Ding, ding, ding. That's a winner for KJ Sauer.
Far witness would tip down the sheet. No icing as McLaughlin back to collect in his own end. Now a fight. Sopakinas goes at it against Brady O'Malley. Sopakinas a couple of hard rights. O'Malley gets him in there. Sopakinas gets a nice right in toward O'Malley's face. O'Malley gets a right or two on the back of Sopakinas' head and then wrestles him to the ice.
Down low, feeds it to Greeter. Greeter a shot right into the chest of Hambolic. And a face-off coming up, and we got the gloves dropping. Bryce Mattern drops the gloves. Dropping the gloves is Bryce Mattern, throwing punches with Lincoln Kritzky. Kritzky with 3 grueling right hands. He brings Mattern to the ground. The officials have to separate them. Penalty kill from the Fargo Force. And a couple of skaters are going to be dropping the gloves. It's going to be Lindberg, and it's going to be Gavin Locke. Second time players are dropping the gloves. Locke and Lindberg locking horns. Couple of right hooks from Lindberg. Couple of shoves from Gavin Locke. Some nasty right hooks from Locke and Lindberg. Lindberg trying to dodge. Throw in right hand hammers. Trying to bring him to the ground. Garrett Lindberg trying to throw Locke to the ice. Lindberg locking up with Gavin Locke. And now the officials will separate. Call it a draw.
It's a 3-on-2 rush, 4-on-2 rush for Scantlebury in the steal. And dropping the gloves at center ice. It's a big matchup between Donia and Shorter. Right at center. These two behemoths are going at it. Donia gets the first grab. Shorter going with a couple of rights. Donia has yet to get a shot off. And then Shorter just takes down Donia. And that's going to do it for the fight.
Bench area. Now it's got fed to Romeo, who's flattened with a hit by Schneider. Puck goes behind the Hawk net, and there's a Rough Rider trying to get at Schneider, and it's Scuderi who grabbed Schneider, threw his gloves off, and wrestled Schneider to the ground, and that's got to be an offsetting penalty. Boards bang shoulders with Laliberty, who takes it away. Laliberty bodied by Davis. That allows Young to get there. Dropping it back, doesn't find Musa. Intercepted by Reber. Hawks come out 3-on-3. Reber to the line. We've got a penalty, and they're going to have a scrap behind the play here with Laliberty swinging away with Davis. And both trying to land something. Laliberty from Central Canada, Davis from Quebec. Laliberty down to a knee, but gets right back up, and then they both go down along the boards as the linesmen step in.
Retaliatory's wincing a little bit between the circles as Omaha maintains the zone time. Spencer takes a big hit down to the ice in a bit of pain, slow to get up. Now Kazian the other way. And here we go, a fight back in the Lincoln zone. Aronson's going to drop the gloves against Ibsen. From the blue line, near side, to the left, now they draw into center ice. Aronson and Ibsen. Helmet's still on. Ibsen gets the first blow. Now wrapping around Aronson, losing his footing. Ibsen shoving away, gets Aronson to tumble down.
They face, so it's going to be a battle all night.
Another hit in the corner right off the draw as Doobie and O'Donoghue are going to drop the glove. Doobie throwing rights. O'Donoghue tries to throw one, and he falls down as he did. And Doobie
lost his stick. Sloper for Williams. Has Hirschfeld up ice. Williams evades him. Now Hirschfeld carrying north. Cunningham dropping the gloves in behind. And here we go. We got a tilt right to the left side circle. It's Cunningham going at it along the far side with St. Pierre. Cunningham has him in a headlock, takes him down to the ice, and that will do it for the tilt. The arm was up from Cameron Johnson.
This second period. 4-1 Saints. It's DeLeon Catacquiz's 5th game. And now we'll get the fight at center ice between Benson and Locke. It's picked up, and they will engage right at center ice. Locke trying to get his left hand free. He's knocked down. They get back up. He takes one a right from Benson, and Locke still looking to get a hand free, taking a few hits, looking to throw some rights now. He's tied up. He tries one, and it's held off by Benson. Now they're engaged again. Benson throwing rights. Uppercut there from each player, not really connecting. And they get separated, and they'll both head to the dressing room.
The left-hand corner. And we're going to have the mitts drop. Halski with it, drops the gloves after Schamel. Right-handed shot into the face of Schamel. Schamel comes back with one. And both players go down, and we're first fisticuffs of the evening at the 6:55 mark of the second period.
Spark. Screenshot is West in front. Oh, big hit. Greeter sends down Lincoln Yelm. Here come the force again. Meantime, Greeter ready to mix it up. He gets a right in early as he and Mikulski go after it. Greeter got one shot with the right hand in.
Stars and Lancers on a Saturday night game, 62 of 62 in the regular season. If Lincoln wins, they have home ice in the first round. If Lincoln loses, they got a scoreboard watch in Des Moines. And we've got gloves being dropped behind the play. Sauer thrown at him, gets it on Natussel. KJ Sauer unleashing a couple of rights. Natussel trying to grab some leverage. Helmet's off on Sauer. He continues to unleash rights, and then Natussel takes him down.
Back up into the zone, and a fight behind the play. It's Hudson Loesch and Anthony Thomas Maroon. The Saints trying to get some energy going. Loesch trying to get his right hand free. Thomas Maroon throws one. Now Loesch throwing a right, and they're wrestling. Loesch gets his right arm free. Now he takes a couple rights from Thomas Maroon, and still looking to get his right hand free. Loesch takes another punch up high, and Thomas Maroon heads away. They get split up.
Falls and Grimes blows a tire. Icing waved off. Benson down low. Jonerheim in front. Great play by Manasau. It's gloved away by Betzel, but now Vukas, a long shot. Redirected by Jonerheim. Benson the shot. Turned aside. Holds it again on the near side, and it comes up to the blue line. Here comes Macrina. 2-on-1. Joey Macrina, game on his stick, he scores! The Stampede with the Clark Cup!
The Sioux Ball Stampede.